During the virus war, a mysterious association known as Nationalist assembles a group of Soviet superheroes. Changing and enlarging the DNA of many chose people all through the previous state's region to shield the country from godlike dangers. The group incorporates delegates of the various ethnicities of the Soviet Association. Arseny, codenamed Arsis, can change into a colossal, unbelievably solid bear man. Temerkin, codenamed Kan, has super speed and uses a couple of bended blades. Lernik, codenamed Lur, can handle earth and stone. At last, Senya has the force of imperceptibility and can change her body into water. The program succeeds where a subsequent program called Module comes up short. This prompts teacher August Kuratov Stanislav Sharin, maker of Module, to escape to the far-off wild away from Soviet specialists to keep dealing with his examinations. At the point when the military is gathered to capture him, he bombs the Loyalist research facility, enduring in light of the fact that he was covered for certain synthetic compounds. He remakes his harmed body, making himself into a cyborg. This empowers him to create power and control machines. He likewise made a multitude of clones of himself, and decides to demonstrate to the world that he is a virtuoso. After the blast, Arsis, Lur Chan, and Senya crawl under a rock for a really long time. In the current day, a few strolling robots utilized in a preparation practice betray their overseeing authorities and kill them. This prompts the Service of Safeguard holding a gathering and choosing to resuscitate the Nationalist Association under the initiative of Major Elena Larina and to find their missing super specialists. She figures out Lur spending his opportunity pondering in the Korvyrup cloister in Armenia, Kan living on the steppes of Kazakhstan, Arsis in a remote lodge on the Puturana level in northern Siberia, and Senya performing stunts in a carnival in Moscow. Their most memorable errand is to strike Kuratov's lab inside an old plant, yet they are caught. Kuratov offers the gatekeepers an opportunity to go along with him, yet they deny. This incenses him, and he keeps 3 of them caught inside an attractive power field and harms Lur. He later goes to a tactical office at Noginsk to assume command over the tanks and different vehicles positioned there. Utilizing them, he dispatches an intrusion of Moscow and makes arrangements to utilize the Ostankino Pinnacle and the League Pinnacle for his module venture. He plans to communicate a sign through an old Soviet satellite, which will then, at that point, be shipped off each and every other satellite circling Earth and use it to hold onto control of all innovation on the planet. He utilizes a power field to safeguard his signal pinnacle and obliterate a few fly warriors that are shipped off stop him. At the point when a colleague inside the Russian military, Major General Nikolai Dolgov, asks Kuratov for a prize for his assistance, Kuratov chokes him to death. While Lur recuperates, he considers the way that his godlike capacities keep him from maturing ordinarily. He has remained similar age, while his significant other and grandkids have become older and kicked the bucket. A while later, Major Elena liberates the other colleagues from Kuratov's research center. She sends Kuratov's previous adversary to concentrate on one of Kuratov's clones. Tragically, the genuine Kuratov discharges poison gas to kill him. Arsis and different gatekeepers are prepared in the Loyalists' office and are given suits and weapons. The watchmen go to Moscow. Senya and Arsis advance through the roads. Lur overcomes a few officers watching an underground vehicle park, and Ten utilizes a plane to attempt to hover over Kuratov's power field. The 3 gatekeepers enter a shopping center and start crossing an iron bar connecting it to the Pinnacle Guide, yet are taken shots at by a greater amount of Kuratov soldiers on another line. Ken bounces from the plane swinging on a hook line to cut the line, making Kuratov's soldiers fall. While different gatekeepers attempt to sort out a method for obliterating the power hotspot for Kuratov's reference point, Xenia gets the power source to cut off. She is harmed, yet this in all actuality does briefly handicap the signal's transmissions, causing the power field to implode. The Watchmen fight Kuratov again on the stage at the highest point of the pinnacle, yet neglect to overcome him. Ken utilizes his super speed to attach each of the gatekeepers to a hooking rope and connect it to a plane to get away. Kuratov disrupts the plane's controls, yet Ken cuts the hooking rope and they fall into a waterway before the plane accidents. As they rise out of the waterway, they think about returning to Kuratov's reference point to annihilate it and kill Kuratov. However, Major Alina shows up and orders them not to. She lets them know that as godlike people, they can likewise pool their energy and deliver it as an impact, yet doing so may be deadly. The gatekeepers contact one another and produce an impact of energy that obliterates Kuratov's pinnacle, and the high-rises supporting it, making Kuratov tumble to his demise. Major Alina says that, while Kuratov flaunted that he made the gatekeepers, they truly made themselves. The gatekeepers recuperate, rendezvousing with Major Alina on a scaffold in the revamped Moscow. Despite the fact that they decide to return to their ordinary lives, they additionally think about proceeding with their support of the Nationalist Association. As they leave, Alina lets them know that we track down different watchmen. In a post-credits scene, Alina is seen going after an officer after his truck stops. At the point when she questions the warrior, he tells her that Ferrum has sent him as a feature of an unknown mission.